It's that time again. It's time for another Saturday night special where we talk about everything rockhounding related. Well, generally speaking, here on this channel, I go to great lengths to make all the content here about the rocks, about lapidary, rockhounding, all of that good stuff, you know. Let the material, let the trips, let the projects speak for themselves, you know. And I try to accomplish that by not injecting a lot of opinion on different matters into the channel. This is not going to be one of those videos. Here's the thing, okay? Very few things really irk the heck out of me. And one of those is when people lie. I do not like liars at all. And one thing that I see coming up over and over again is the rock identification app. Okay, maybe you're aware, maybe you're not aware. There is an app for phones made by a company, a deceptive, lying company called Next Level. Now, this company, Next Level, they make a rock identification app and a tree app and a fish app and a whatever app. And basically, you take your rock, you take your photo, and they tell you what it is, okay? Based upon algorithmic image comparison. And then people use that and they disseminate bad information to others. Now, I don't necessarily blame most of the people using this app that never gets anything right. I've made a video about it. I've tested it thoroughly. It is bunk. There is an article up on the website. I give it the best shot possible, and it does not work. You cannot use an app to tell you what a rock is. Maybe on a couple of things it would work fine. But the problem is there's such a low percentage of accuracy that you cannot trust it. You can't. To top it all off, what the company is actually doing is they are data mining your phones. If you go and look at their policy, their privacy policy, they take your photos, right? They take your stuff. It's theirs now. It's that. They are a no-name company based out of China, and they're just operating out of some mysterious server farm office building. Impossible to look up anything about them. Oh, and to top it all off, they are reaching out to people such as myself and being like, we love your content. We think it's great. Let us sponsor you so that you can promote our terrible product to the community of rockhounds out there. Oh, I get it. Lots of people want to pick up their rock and figure out what their rock is and apply a name to it. I understand that desire. Rock identification is complex. No app or computer will ever accomplish it. It will not. And this is a prime example of how that will never happen. What is this rock? Purely based upon this. If I showed you that, only this, could you tell me what it is? How about this? Does that change your opinion on what it is? How about now? Do you see how different all of this looks, right? A computer only seeing this misses so much information. And now they want to charge money for this service. And to top it all off, you can pay them money to have a rock expert consultation. I can only imagine how terrible that is, you know. I'm sure that in the future you're going to see one of the few bad rockhound YouTubers probably pick up this company as a sponsor, you know. Like 99.98% of the people that produce content here on YouTube related to the world of rockhounding, awesome people, love them. I would invite all of them into my own home. There's like 3 that produce clickbait garbage. And clickbait garbage is a lie. That is a lie. It's meant to mislead you. And unfortunately, it works for many people. It's quite the bummer to see. End of rant. End of rant. Sorry, that app, like, I get so many emails. Like, here's the thing. I get so many emails from people, and they're like, oh, like, my app on my phone said that this is a piece of jade because it's green. And then you have to spend all this time trying to convince them that the technology that they're depending on doesn't actually friggin' do anything. Whew. And then those people go around and they act like the experts. Anyways, actually done now. This week, I watched a video. I got tagged in one video. I got tagged, I got sent, I saw more than anything the Dude Perfect video. Now, for those of you who do not know what Dude Perfect is, it is a YouTube channel, and it's a bunch of guys, and they go out and like do kind of like, I don't know how to describe their channel, but like they kind of make like little clickbait-ish, but like kind of just like that front page content where they're like extreme basketball shots, like doing odd stuff like that. And they had a video called Crystal Battle. Now, they went and how to say this? That video was not a rockhounding video. Okay, it just wasn't. I do think, though, obviously they went to legitimate mines and they went and found material, which is cool. And I just think that, it's not the content for me. And far too often nowadays, everybody wants to put everything into categories. They want to be like, this is good, this is bad. I love this, I hate this. How about just, it's not for me, Like when I look at content related to rockhounding, I look at content like my content, like Katie did, or Old Guy Adventures, or Gravel Bar Hunter, like all these people that do legitimate rockhounding that is real, you name it. All these people do really good stuff. I do think things like the Dude Perfect video, although not for me, are a net positive. And let me tell you why. When they go and do stuff with, hunting Uperlites with Eric, going to Arkansas to get quartz crystals, all of that, all these good places, man, people watch it. And that gets people interested. That's a good hook for people to come into the fray, to come into the world of rockhounding, real rockhounding, I would love to go to all of those places. Man, like, how great of an experience would it be to go walk the beaches with Eric and get Uperlites and talk his ear off, I would love to produce content at those locations. And I fully intend on doing just that. But ultimately, I think that type of stuff is good. And realistically, although the clickbait videos that a few people make, it's like I wish I could take a melon baller to my eyes every time YouTube tries to feed me up one of those videos. Ultimately, I think it might be for the best. The whole high tide raises all ships mentality. Well, 10 minutes in and there's only one rock on the table. This past week, I got a very lovely letter in the mail. Now, I'm sure many of you here also subscribe to Kyle's YouTube channel. Kyle, World of Rockhounds Kyle. He sent me a couple of stickers, okay, which is great. He sent me a lovely letter. That's a prime example of somebody that's very community orientated. He's got a lot going on, and go check him out. He sent me a couple of two things for the microscope, which are awesome, right? Look at this. We're gonna look at this next week, okay? But we have a little pyrite, Very cute. Very adorable. That is not necessarily what I really want to show you. He sent me this. Okay, now you're probably looking at this and you're like, oh, well, that's just a little black rock in a baggie. I guess technically that's true, right? Well, that is a little piece of fire obsidian that he polished. He polished up this little tiny guy here. And well, this thing under the microscope is abso-friggin-lutely amazing. Look at this photo. Look at that color in that. That is very, very, very cool in my opinion. And I think probably everyone's opinion would say that that's very cool. Except I noticed something about this. There's actually two color bars, two lines of color, all right? And you can see that right here. There's like, they're stacking, which I thought was really interesting. And if we move over to a side view, we can actually see the two stacked color bars. And what I personally find interesting after my awe of looking at this thing under the microscope is the thickness of them. In this image, you're looking at a 3mm field of view, and the actual color bar that's producing that color, the back one, is 0.01mm. And that is incredibly tiny. I do have the means to, I've calibrated measuring tools on, for my microscope in these photos, so I can measure these things accurately. Now, depending on where you want to look, a human hair is 0.04mm in thickness. So the line of color in this is thinner than a human hair, that's impressive. I'm very impressed by his polish on this. Typically, see the way polishing works, you're just producing scratches too small for your eye to see, but the microscope can see. I've yet to find something truly flawless and scratch-free other than natural formations, like, natural crystalline structures and stuff. But he did a superb job on that. It's just the color in it is so interesting, like little specks of blue. I think it's more colorful to look at under the microscope than I've even seen in big pieces in people's videos. It's like all the little tiny variations of color bar, Speaking of colors, this past week we went and did a fun little drive, and we found some interesting material. We drove from the Electric City Soap Lake to Electric City here in central Washington. And who would have thunk that the best thing was little chalcedony-lined bugs in this basalt, this blue basalt. But man, I'm telling you, go drive that. It is such a lovely drive. Also cut and polished some thunder eggs. I guess really just polished up some thunder eggs. These are only half, but look at these guys. Look at these. I'm falling in love. I'm slowly falling in love with thunder eggs. What can I say? These are McDermott thunder eggs, and they're awesome. They're just really good thunder eggs. And working with the Richardson's high-speed sander has been an absolute dream to use and have out here in the shop. Well, I think we're going to leave this one here, everybody. From here on out, we're going to be doing a lot more outside adventures. Although it's raining really hard today, I got a lot of good stuff coming. Spring is in the air, and it should be good. It should be really good. Well, I appreciate y'all. Don't worry. If this Saturday night special wasn't your cup of tea, well, next week we're going to get back to our regularly scheduled rant-free programming. And y'all take care. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. It actually goes a long way in helping grow my channel here, you know. All right, you guys get it. Thank you.